Well, it's that time again as we turn to Clench Tightly with his logical conclusion.
Thank you, Ian. Well, in the same month the state of New York reintroduces the death penalty, police in Melbourne announced a new caution scheme for marijuana users. Is Australia going soft on crime? I'm Clench Tightly and I say yes. There's little question that marijuana leads to harder drugs. It's natural, it's as inevitable as a neighbour's viewer ending up hooked on Melrose Place. Statistics indicate that today's long-haired, tie-dyed hemp freak is tomorrow's body-pierced, syringe-wielding fruitcake. If we're going to give offenders a slap in the wrist for possession of marijuana, we have to understand that these same-said reefer fiends are eventually going to break into our homes and steal our VCRs. In fact, if we're going to caution them, why not just hand over our VCRs at the same time? We may as well throw in the instruction manual and the 3-hour blank tape while we're at it. Failing this, why not supply the thieves with blueprints of our homes with all the valuables clearly marked? If we have to have crime, let's at least make sure it's organised, and who better to organise it than the police? It is, after all, their job. And anyway, what's the idea behind these legalised heroin trials? How will encouraging heroin use help society? It can't, it won't. And until someone invents a car that runs on new syringes, I say we should lock up Joe Needlehead and his pal Brian Breakfast Bong and throw away the key. And it's not just a drug issue, it's an employment issue. By supplying free heroin to addicts, we are putting hundreds of hard-working Australian drug dealers out of work. These enterprising young backstreet operators work tirelessly to explore new frontiers of drug abuse to the point of experimenting on monkeys to ensure the best possible quality. They'll be out of work on the streets. And what are the monkeys? Will they be eligible for free heroin handouts? Will they be forced to the streets to beg for bananas and steal VCRs from junkies? And how does a monkey know how to operate the VCR? Especially when Barry Joint Blower and his good chum Harry Hophead smoke the instruction manual. The monkeys will eventually be forced to live out their lives in vast typing pools in the vain hope of one day producing some useful advice about G-code programming. So, when you're driving your needle car to the heroin handouts tomorrow, cursing the fact that some rogue policeman stole your VCR, spare a thought for the poor monkeys in their typing pools working 10-hour days, struggling to program their videos into tape, Planet of the Apes at 11:30 on Sunday night. Or was that 11:35? I'm Clench Tightly, and that's a logical conclusion.
Well, Clench chum, how about those Swannies on the weekend?
Well, don't get me started, Ian.
No, I wouldn't dream of it. Well, that's all we've got time for, but stay tuned to see the lights fade, the music come up, the credits roll, and what the heck, I might even swivel in my chair. Good night.